Coverage you can count on continues now in Columbia County, where some homeowners are speaking out against a newly proposed subdivision. The county plans to put the entrance of that new development in a very congested part of Hardy McManus Road. WJBF News Channel 6's Chris Guardaro is live on Hardy McManus, where the new subdivision would be built. With more on those concerns now, we go to Chris live. Chris, what can you tell us?
Mary's Southeastern Development Company plans on building a new neighborhood off of Hardy McManus Road. Now, if you take a look behind me, they plan on building it in this treed area across the street. Now, you can see there's a very congested area in Hardy McManus, and they plan on calling this neighborhood River Oaks. But this, right across the street from the proposed site, is another very large subdivision called Stratford.
Residents say Hardy McManus Road can get congested around the several subdivision entrances and Riverside Elementary.
It took me 23 minutes to go a mile and a half this morning to get my son to school. On the days that he takes the bus driver has to physically stop and get out because other cars will not stop.
They also raise concerns about the safety of the road after recent accidents along the corridor.
I think that when you add more people, every road becomes dangerous, you know? It's just a multiplication, you know, and that's what happens.
Columbia County's engineering director timed cars traveling on Hardy McManus and doesn't see the traffic issues others are worried about.
There's some delay and there were some issues for small periods of time, but for the most part, the intersection ran pretty well.
Castle also says a new subdivision won't necessarily make traffic worse at the intersection.
It'll have some effect on it, but for the most part, they're not competing for gaps. I mean, there'll be lefts and rights going on, and they won't conflict.
Locals have raised a petition with more than 120 signatures against the zoning change that would allow the new subdivision to be built. They plan on making their case to commissioners Thursday night.
I wanted a place where I could have farm animals so my kids could do some hard work, where we could have good schools or we could have a good community. And it's changing so fast right now that we just, as a neighborhood, we can't let this happen.
That public hearing will be at 6 o'clock tonight during the Columbia County Planning Commission meeting. We'll have a full report for you afterward. Back to you guys.